Hey everyone, and welcome to the Press Enterprise Video Podcast. I'm sports editor Tim Hare, and I'm sitting here with Dan Reilly. We're going to talk some football. First of all, Dan, we got a game tonight. We have Southern playing at Lewisburg. What do you see happening?
I would see, I see Southern continuing to dominate, most likely. Lewisburg took a step back. Actually, last 2 weeks, if you think about it.
Yeah, it's the Central game.
The Central game, and it kind of snowballed against Danville last week. The road does not get easier for the Green Dragons tonight with Southern coming to town.
Yeah, I get to go to that game, and everything I've heard about Lewisburg is that they're great at the skills, a little less so along the lines. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's what I saw last week. You've got skills kids are very good. Trent Gower is a nice quarterback. Matt Federaca, Noah Inch are their top two wide receivers. They do a great job. They have throughout their career. I know Federaca's been very good basketball player. He's a great wide receiver. Skills, they're set, but that's not solely going to win you football games. Those games are going to be won in the trenches.
And you're playing Southern.
You're playing Southern, and obviously their skill kids are just as good, if not better.
Now, what's happening in Mount Carmel?
I don't know.
83-0. They've been outscored the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And you could say some of it's injuries, some, the quarterback position's in flux with John Ayers getting hurt, and then they've gone with McDonald, and then Ayers came back last week. But it just, some of it's the competition.
Yeah.
They played Southern. They played a North Schuylkill team that's getting healthy. But, I mean, this was a team that took Selinsgrove, went 12 rounds with them.
Right.
What is going on?
You look at their schedule. They beat Lewisburg. They beat Central Mountain, which is by 20 points, which is a winnable game. Then they beat Danville by 10 at home.
Yeah, it's a quality win.
Yeah, Karicki sets their single game rushing record, and then they get blanked the past 2 weeks. Now you see against Southern. I don't think that's necessarily a huge surprise. I kind of expected them to score some points, but
yeah, Karicki
against North Schuylkill getting blown out 41-0.
I think the last 2 weeks, Karicki he's only run for about 60 yards combined after that 368-yard performance.
Yeah, either way, Coach Dara's got to right the ship this week at Warrior Run. That's a bigger game. I think that's definitely a winnable game for Mount Carmel. I think they do right the ship, but man, I don't know. You're sitting at 3-4 right now. Do you have a shot to make the playoffs? Kind of doubt it.
Well, I'm trying to think who they have left.
Yeah,
they have Warrior Run. They close with Shamokin.
Mm-hmm. And that's always a big game.
Yeah. So, after that Danville win, they seem to be in pretty decent shape.
Yeah.
Now they're really sinking in the District 4 standings.
We had underestimated them, coming in, and then that Selinsgrove game was a big.
That was an eye opener.
Yeah, it was, and then they started gaining some steam, and I don't know. I really don't know what's happening with them, but they, like I said, they got to correct things here this week.
Now, what do you see as far as the games coming up this week? What do you think our best game is?
Well, we've got probably our best game could be that Myers Northwest game.
That was a tough one to pick.
I was, yeah. When you think about the most the toughest picks that we made here in our office pool, that one seemed difficult to make. You don't know what Myers team you're getting, and you don't know what Northwest team you're getting either.
Northwest, they impressed me last week. They were playing a state-ranked Lake Lehman team without their quarterback. Plays on defense. He's their kicker.
Yeah.
Without Jeremy Walsh, and they only lose 27-12.
Right.
Even though it's a loss, I think you walk away from that saying, all right, Northwest is still pretty good.
Yeah, we were within 2 scores. You can't be that. I mean, you're going to be upset that you lost the game, but if you're using it as a gauge to see where you are against other teams, that's probably a pretty good gauge.
Do you think they beat Myers?
They have a chance, but I did pick again.
Do they beat Myers?
Ooh.
No hem and hawing.
All right, no.
Okay.
They do not beat Myers.
I like your decisiveness.
Thank you.
I don't think they beat Myers.
I don't think they do.
Myers can really put up a lot of points.
Yeah, it's going to be
I think it's going to be a
difficult.
tough one.
Yep.
What do you see from you're going to be seeing Central Danville?
I will be seeing my alma mater.
Your alma mater on homecoming.
The Fighting Blue Jays.
The native son returns.
That's right.
What do you see from that game?
Boy, Central's having a tough season, and Danville right now obviously is hitting on all cylinders. It seems like they're really starting to gel, and the confidence is there. There's no reason why they shouldn't be confident. There's no reason why they shouldn't beat Central. Although you and I discussed earlier in the week that Central recently
Central gives them fits.
Yeah, they play them very tough.
You know, whatever it is that Jason Hippensteel is doing in preparing for Danville, he seems to just scheme very well for the wing T.
I was going to say, I don't know if it's a scheme or what, but they do seem to play well against the wing T.
They're just not good enough on offense.
They're not.
Even last week they pick up their first win, and I don't even think they had 200 yards.
Look in here. Central's only scored 81 points this season,
and 31 against Lewisburg.
That's and that right there, and then another 16 last week against Towanda.
A touchdown or less in 4 of their 7 games.
That's
when it's a rough go on offense,
especially in high school football. That's the name of the game, is outscore your opponent, and that's what all these teams around here seem to do. Doesn't matter if it's 75-8. Everyone's just looking to score touchdowns. So when you're not able to do that, like Central has been pretty inconsistent doing that this year. I look for a Danville win.
I think it's going to be a pretty decisive win too.
I think so too. Yeah, it could be interesting.
Well, I think that's everything we've got for this week. But if you enjoyed what you saw, please check back. We do 2 podcasts a week. We talked with Danville coach Jim Kaiser yesterday. Had a fun conversation with him. And if you want more of our content, go to pressenterpriseonline.com. I'll be tweeting from the Southern game tonight, and I'll be at Bloom Hughesville tomorrow. Our stories are there, links to the playbook, everything that we do. Go check it out. So for Dan Reilly, Finger Guns, I'm sports editor Tim Hare, and we'll see you next week.